Hello everyone, welcome back to tutorial today. To my returning subscribers, I'm saying a very big thank you. And if you are stopping by for the first time, please don't leave without subscribing to support my channel. So today we are going to learn how to make this I call it multi-purpose bag because you can use it for many things. You can use it as a traveling bag and also as a gym bag. So I'm going to put you through on how to cut and sew this beautiful bag. Just stay and watch till the end of this tutorial. And also, I want to let you know that we have online classes going on our Telegram group. So if you're interested in partaking in our online classes, I will drop the link on the description box for you to be able to join through this Telegram link. So once again, I say thank you and God bless you. Please, before I forget, don't forget to share my videos. Feel free to share my videos, and always put on the notification bell. So these are the materials we are going to use. I've cut everything out. So now I'm going to just give you a rundown of what I have here. So for the body, I have here my leather. I cut 15 inches by 34.5 inches. This is the lining for it. Lining, the same thing. So I have here 2 pieces of 10 by 10 inches leather. Then this is the lining for it. I have 10 by 10 inches lining, 7 pieces. So I have my gusset for the side pocket. I have here 1.5 inches by 19 inches, and I have 4 pieces of it here. You can see 4 pieces. So I'm using this lining for the 4 pieces. I also have the down gusset for the side pocket. I have 4 by 17 inches, 2 pieces. I have lining for it, 2 pieces. I have here 10 by 12 inches lining, 1 piece. I also have another lining, 9 by 16 inches lining, 1 piece. I have 19 inches zip cloth, 19 inches, 2 pieces. I'm using size 7 zip cloth, 2 pieces. So I'm going to put two zip heads. This will carry 2 zip heads, and this one will carry 2 zip heads. These are my zip heads. So I have another one, 15 inches zip cloth, 1 piece, and it is going to carry 2 zip heads. And I have here my 8 inches zip cloth, 8 inches. Then I added 1 inch leather on the side, one inch, to make it 10 inches. So I have here, I did it here also, and also here, but this I didn't add anything to it. So what I have here is 4 pieces. So at the end, what I have here is 10 inches, 10 inches, 10 inches, and this is 8 inches. 4 pieces. So I have my 4 inches belt, 2 pieces. This is 1.5 inches belt. I have 4 inches of it, 2 pieces. Then I have 28 inches belt, 2 pieces. 28 inches belt, 2 pieces. 34 inches belt, 2 pieces. 60 inches belt, 1 piece. Then I have these 6 pieces of D-ring. 6 these pieces of D-ring and one piece of adjuster. So now we are going to shape our 10 by 10 inches leather to start the sewing. So what we are going to do now to shape this, you can see I marked out some points here. So I'm going to explain. Here I got the middle of 10 inches, which is 5 inches. Middle of 10 inches is 5 inches. So here I came in by 2 inches here. I came in by 2 inches. Then here I came down by 4 inches here. So what I'm going to do now, from these 4 inches, I will connect to the 2 inches. So from the 2 inches, I will connect to the midpoint. So I will shape it. I use it to shape this side. I will also use it to shape this one also. So I'm done shaping it round. So now I'm going to pick 2 pieces of my lining. I'll put it on it this way and sew it round. I will also do some on this one, put it and sew it round. Then on this also, I'm going to put it on the lining and stitch it round. I will do same on this one. On these 4 pieces gusset, I'm also going to do same thing to it. So that's what I'm going to do now. Okay, I'm done stitching everything together. You can see it. So I'm going to keep all these gussets aside. We are going to work on these 2 now. So I'm going to pick my measuring tape. I'm going to measure 7.5 inches. So I'm going to connect the lines together. Then I'll cut it through. So this now I'm going to get the middle point, the midpoint of this, which is here. I will pick my 4 inches belt. One of the 4 inches belts. Then I'll put my D-ring in it this way. I will centralize it on this midpoint here. I will sew it down this way, and this way. That is what I'm going to do on this one also. Then for this, I'm going to get one of the zipper, the 8 inches zipper that I added leather to. I'll fold it equally this way. Get the midpoint and notch it. I'll also notch this side. So this I'll fold it into 2 this way. get the midpoint. So I'm going to sew it here, the two notch points, the two midpoints together. I will sew. I will also do same to this one. I will get the leather, the zipper for it, and do the same for it. I've sewn it. So the next thing now is I will turn it this way and top stitch on it. I will do also to this. I've also sewn this one. So by the time I'm done top stitching it here, I will put this one here and sew. I will also put this one here and sew. Make sure your right side is facing each other. I will sew it. I'll put this one here, centralize it very well, and so I'm done stitching it. You can see, and top stitching it. So everything is ready. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to trim off this excess here and also this excess here. So you can see I've trimmed it off. This is what we have now. So I'm going to bring one of my 10 by 10 lining. I'll put it this way and sew it round. I will do the same thing to the second one. Okay, see what I have now. I'm done sewing the lining to it. So remember, we are working with 10 inches. So you have to measure from here to here 10 inches. From here to here 10 inches, you connect it as a straight line and stitch on that line, trim off the excess because there's going to be excess here. So what we are working with is 10 inches. So we have to maintain our 10 inches. You will also do same on this one. So I'm going to do that on the two of it now. So I'm going to sew my gusset now, my pocket gusset. I'll put it on top this way. I will sew it and turn it and top stitch. I will put the second one on this side, right side facing each other, this way. I'll sew it this way. I will turn it and top stitch. I will do same to this zipper also. Okay, you can see I'm done sewing it and top stitching it. I've also fixed my zip head. So now I'm going to bring the down gusset, put it together and stitch. After stitching, I will tape it. I will do same to this one. So I'll pick another 10 by 10 lining. So I'm going to come measure with 2.5 inches. 2.5. So I'm going to rule it as a straight line now. Then I will cut it out. So I will bring my zip cloth. So this is the right side of my lining and this is the right side of my zip cloth. I put it right side facing each other this way. I will stitch on it, turn it and top stitch. Then when I top stitch on it, I will also put this one on it, right side facing each other. I will stitch it and turn it and top stitch. After stitching my zipper on the lining, what I did, you can see my marking. I placed the pocket on it. I used the pocket to shape it. You can see. I used the pocket to shape it. Collect another 10 inches by 10 inches. Fold it together to get the midpoint. This is the midpoint. I'll collect my 12 by 10 lining, 12 by 10. also fold it together to get the midpoint. And fold it this way again. Then you place it on this midpoint, meeting midpoint. You stitch it here, stitch it here. You stitch it this way, and this way, and also at the middle line here, you stitch it on it. This is to create double pocket for the inner. So that's what I'm going to do on this one now. You can see I've sewn the pocket. I will also place my leather on it this way and use it to shape it. So this remaining 10 by 10 line, I will place my leather, the side pocket on it and shape. Or what I'm going to do, I'll just place this because I'm using it for this pocket. I'll just place this on it and stitch it round. That's what I'm going to do on this now. Okay, you can see I'm done shaping it. This is what I have now, and this one I have created my pocket. I've sewn my line around it, so the pocket have formed now. So the next thing that we are going to do now is I'm going to use my cord to pipe this one round. I will do it in the 2 pieces. I will pipe it round. When I'm done piping it round, I will now sew it to my gusset. Okay, you can see it now. After arranging it on my gusset, this is what I have now. Everything aligned. So I'm going to sew it round. I'm just going to sew it round. Then I will do same to the second one. So I'm done sewing my gusset to the pocket for the 2. So the next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to tape it. We have to tape the seam allowance so that our work will be neat. Okay, you can see I'm done taping it round. So now we are going to turn it to the right side. So this is what we have now after turning to the right side. So now we are going to sew our lining now. We bring this is the right side of the lining where the pocket is. Just put the center to meet each other, midpoint. See the way I faced it, the pocket is facing down. I will also centralize this, arrange it and sew. This one also, this zipper will face down. I will also centralize it and sew. So after sewing my lining, this is what I have now. This is the second one. Okay, now we are going to work on this main body. If you look at this leather very well, I've done some markings here that I will explain to you now. So what I did here is from this my line to here is 3 inches. I took 3 inches. You can see it, 3 inches. That's what I measured down. I also on this side I also took 3 inches down. So you will see another marking here. From up here I took 2 inches. I hope you can see it. 2 inches. I did same here. I did same here and also here. So this is where our stitching of our belt will stop, on this 2 inches line. So I'm going to take my 34 inches belt now. Remember, we have 2 pieces of it. We are going to work on it now. We are going to put our D-ring inside it this way, fold it in this way a little, place it on this my 2 inches line, centralize it. Make sure you centralize it on this line. So I'm going to stitch it on that 2 inches. You see what I did? I'll place it on these 2 inches line. That's where I'm going to stitch, so that we'll have space up here. So I will sew it this way. See, look at my belt very well. I centralize it on this line. I centralize it. So I will put it on it, centralize it, and sew it down. When I get to this side also, I will also put my D-ring, the second D-ring. I'll put it in it and place it on this point, this way, and stitch on that point. I will do it here, and I will also do it on this side. This is what I have now after sewing it. This is for this side. You can see my 2 inches point. Have you seen it? You can see the marking. That's where I started sewing. So I'll keep this one aside. So this is the lining for my main body. You can see this line here is the mid line. So from here, from that mid line, from up here, I came down by 2 inches. 2 inches. So I'll bring my 9 by 16 inches lining. I will place it the midpoint. This is the midpoint of my 9 by 16 inches lining. So I'm going to place it on this 2 inches line. Then I will sew my zipper here. So what I did, from on this my 9 by 16 inches lining, I came down by 1.5 inches to get this center line. 1.5 inches. So I took 0.4 inches on this side, 0.4 inches by this, like up and also down, and connect it as straight line. And if you look at this, my marking here, from here to here is 7 inches. So remember, my zipper is 8 inches. So that means half will be on the allowance and half inch will be on the allowance. What I will have here is 7 inches zipper that I can open. You can see it, 7 inches. So now I'm going to sew. I'll place my lining this way. I will pin it down. Then I will sew on this line, this line, this line, and this line as it is this way. That's how I place it and sew on this bigger lining. Okay, I'm done sewing it. So now you have to fold it into 2 this way. Cut from the middle line. When you are close to here, you make a V shape. You see my V shape? You see it? Something like this. And make sure you don't cut through your thread. You do same at this side also. Don't cut through the line, the stitch line. You see it? So now we are going to push our lining inside. So this is what we have now. So we are going to see our zip cloth. I've already inserted my zip head. You just put it under, arrange it here, and sew it round. That's what I'm going to do now. I will sew it round. So I'm done sewing my zipper now. This is it. So we are going to turn it this way so that we fold this our lining to meet this one here. then we stitch it. Only pick only this, don't touch this, don't sew on this, only this 9 by 16. So that's one. Once we bring it together this way, you see it this way, I'm going to sew it this way, this way. I'll pick only it like this way, and also this way. So I'm done sewing the pocket. You see it is separately sewn. So this is our pocket now. This is our pocket. So now we are going to bring the main leather, which is this one now. So, and also we get our 15 inches zip cloth. So this is the right side of our lining now. So I'm going to put my zip cloth on it this way. Then I will bring the main leather. I'll put it on it this way. Then I will arrange it and sew. When I'm done sewing, I will turn it and top stitch. So this is it. And after sewing my lining and top stitching, I did the same on this. What I did, I separated the zipper and did the same on this side also. You can see now I'm going to sew my second handle to it. So this is the 24 inches belt. So I'll just put it inside this way and stitch. I will also put here and stitch. I will do same to the other side also. So you can see I'm done sewing the handle. This is what I have now. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do is to stitch it down together with the lining. I'll stitch here also down together with the lining. Okay, I'm done trimming the excess lining. So now is to fix my zip head. So I'll just bring it like this, turn it to the right side this way, and fix my 2 zip heads. So I fixed my zip head. So now I'm going to trim off the excess zip cloth. Now I'm going to get my midpoint. I'm going to notch my midpoint now. My zip head is my midpoint up here, so I'm notching the down midpoint. So now I'm going to turn this my main body to the wrong side, because we want to join the side pockets. The side is not side, for the side. We want to join the side now. So I'll pick one of these. This place that have adjuster will be on the zipper side. So I will centralize it with here. I will hold it. I will also centralize it down. So I will then arrange it and sew it. I will arrange it and sew it round. I will do same to this side also. You can see I'm done joining it. I've also joined this side. So now I'm going to tape it round. So I'm done taping it, you can see. So this is what I have now after taping it. So we have to open it up here and turn it to the right side. So this is it. This is our pocket here. see it. This is a pocket also.